What's going on, y'all? It's Mr. Chop again for another episode of Platinum Talk. Today, we're going to be touching up on a very touchy subject. The subject is artist versus the DJ. And a lot of y'all have questions about this as far as being an artist, trying to get the DJ to play your songs, or a DJ wanting the artists to do the right things to get them to play their songs. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, to the top complaints from artists and the top complaints from DJs. And I'm gonna touch up on some of the subjects, and I'll just give you my conclusion at the end of this episode. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First, we're gonna start off with the 4 main artist complaints. So artists, this is all the top complaints I've been getting from a lot of artists of trying to find out why DJs won't play your music. Okay, we're going to jump into number 1. First one is why DJs won't play my record. Right now, artists, you really got to ask yourself, what are you really doing for DJs to really play your record? Is your record top quality? Do you feel it's a hit song? Or are you pushing it enough in the streets for people to go out and tell the DJ that's what they need to be playing? Okay. Next one, we're gonna go number 2. Why local DJs don't support local artists? Now that's a real good one. You know, that's one I haven't really figured out yet. Being that for every DJ that support a local artist, you know, if everybody basically sticks together, man, you know, it can help your market out wherever your city or town is. You know, the way that you support the industry artists, you can support your local artists the same way and give them that chance to shine. So it's like whatever city that you in, man, it's just different reasons for different places. So I can't really speak on that one too much. Okay, number 3, why I gotta pay a DJ to play my song, man? That right there. A lot of DJs, they'll say, well, you know, you're coming on my job in the middle of my job wanting me to play your music, so why not pay? So, I mean, that's a lot of responses I've been getting from that. Most of them say, you know, why haven't you got in touch with me beforehand, before you came to the club and want me to play your song on site or whatnot? Or when the last time you networked with me, you didn't send me the MP3 or nothing like that. But you already, you know, I already have my rotation already set of what I'm going to play for the night. But you want me to fit you in, so why not give me something to interrupt what I have going on my job? Okay. Number 4, the last one here. Why should I pay a DJ to host my mixtape when they won't even support my song in the club? Now that's a very big topic right there. I'm just going to briefly attack that one. Basically, what I've been getting from a lot of sponsors from DJs is that, you know, them hosting your mixtape and playing your song is 2 different entities. You know what I'm saying? They feel that, okay, if I host your mixtape, that's a different service than me playing your song in the club. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of these artists are like, you know, well, you're a local DJ just as well as I'm a local artist, so why should I even pay you to host my mixtape or anything like that? So it's like, you know, it's a hard situation to really explain on this one right here. Everybody's going to have their own side to the story, but you know, artists, if you can host your own mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that the DJ his buzz is not big enough to host your mixtape where people are going to pay attention to your mixtape, and vice versa, you know, DJs, they feel like, you know, well, I'm in the clubs anyway, when I still got somewhat kind of buzz. So I feel like, you know, for my services, I should still be able to get paid because I'm still putting your mixtape together and I'm still hosting it regardless. So that's all I'm gonna touch up on that one right there. We're gonna go on to the DJ's main complaints. So we got 6 main DJ complaints. Number 1, we're gonna start off with, where is your promotion campaign, artists? A lot of you artists go out trying to hit the DJ to get them to play your songs, but you have no promotion campaign going on whatsoever. Only thing you may have is you going to the DJs while they're in the clubs and trying to hand them your CD or whatever to get played in the club. So I'm like, where's your flyers at? Where your t-shirts at? Everything that I explained to you guys in episode 2, far as artist promotion basics. If you don't have those things basically covered, DJs sometimes don't even want to mess with it, period. Okay, we're gonna go with number 2. Number 2, artists don't even know how to send the email with the MP3. That's a big one also. DJs right now, artists, they're not even using CDs no more. So you're going to have to learn how to send an MP3 to these DJs and get it to them. Go meet these DJs at the clubs or whatever. Get their emails, their phone numbers, or whatever you got to get. That's their contact information, and be able to send them an MP3 of your music. That's the top thing. And another thing is DJs saying that, you know, a lot of artists, when they send me their music, they don't send me all versions of the music. Only thing they have is the regular dirty version of the song. DJs are in the business, artists, of mixing your song any way that they can to get the people to like it. So if it's going to take them playing your song, the clean version in the high schools or in a club where they don't allow profanity in the music, that's the way they're going to have to be able to break it. If they have to mix your vocals with your hook or anything like that on top of an industry track that's familiar, to get the people to understand or get familiar at least with your hook or your vocals, they're gonna need your acapella version of that song. Then again, you have like DJs, they will take an industry acapella and use your instrumental to your original song to get people to really get familiar with your track. So it's like different ways DJs can help you artists, but if you're not giving them the platform to do so, how can they really help you out at the same time? So that's all I'm gonna touch up on that right there. Next, artists don't network with DJs enough. DJs saying that, you know, artists don't even want to come, you know what I'm saying, network with them if they're in different places. You know, give them a shout out on Twitter or shout them up on Facebook. You know, like I said, get the phone numbers or whatever, send them a text ever so often, say, look, man, I'm just checking in with you, what you got going on, you know what I'm saying, let you know I ain't no stranger. I had one DJ, he was like, you know, okay, if I met an artist, you know what I'm saying, one time, and the next time I hear from that artist like 8-9 months later, he's like, how would I remember that artist, or why would I really show him support? It's like he called me when he really wants something, not just even say hi or what's going on or where you kicking it at or blase, trying to really build a true relationship with that DJ. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna touch up on that right there. This is a touchy subject right here, everybody. Next, we got number 4. A lot of local artists try to sound like other industry artists. Man, that's right there is a heavy one right there. Well, that's sort of a true statement in a sense. You know, you got a lot of local artists, you guys out here, you figure in order to really get on, you have to really sound a little bit like somebody for, I guess, a DJ or people to pay attention. But the thing is, the more you be yourself and the more you got your promo game down for people to really understand and listen to your sound and what you have to bring as an artist, you have way more better chances of a DJ navigating towards you and your music, because your music is different, because he can push it to the people without them saying, oh, is that Jeezy, or is that Gucci, or is that such and such and such? They can say, nah, this is such and such from right here, and he hot. So I'm gonna just touch up on that, just like that right there. I'm not gonna go too much into it, okay? All right, next we got number 5. Local artists don't have people requesting their song to me. Man, that's a big one. That's a real big one. Artists, if you don't have that fan base, or you don't have people going to the DJs and saying, look, I want to hear such and such song, man, that song hot. The DJs want the people to be coming to them same way as you go to anybody and say, look, man, I want to hear such and such song, man. They want the same thing from your fan base or people who you know. If you got a bunch of homeboys, homegirls, y'all hit the club, the DJ don't know if that's your homeboys or homegirls, but you tell them, go to the DJ booth and like, look, I want to hear this song by such and such and such. Man, you got that song. You got that song on your Serato. And then 9 times they're gonna say either if you send it to them, they're gonna say yeah, and they're gonna say, well, I'll play it. So if you don't send it to them, and if you don't have people requesting that song of yours, why would they even play it? So if nobody's requesting it, they're not gonna play it, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, if you're not paying them to play your music or whatnot, they not gonna play it, man. So have people requesting, especially if you got a bunch of fine females. That'll work. That's just an inside tip. Don't hold me on that though. All right, number 6. Last one is this right here, man. Artists don't have their music ready for consumer sale, i.e., iTunes, Amazon, record stores, etc. This is big, artists, man. You know, if y'all don't have y'all business together as far as getting your paperwork ready and everything like that, you already associated with a music society or anything like that, note you can go to episode 1 where I show you guys where you can go to those places and get yourself registered. Okay, but back to this topic here. Artists, if you don't have nothing ready for consumer sale, why would DJs want to big up your record or break your record when you don't even have your business together? And also, okay, if a DJ start playing that record, you're going to be losing out on money because people are going to want to buy it, and you don't have no way for them to buy it, let alone you haven't even got CDs printed up or nothing. So I'm like, you actually kicking yourself in the ass on this one right here if you don't have all that stuff in place. So when the DJ do start playing your record, they can be like, okay, y'all, this is a hot track from such and such and such. Y'all go out and support it. People gonna go out and support it, but you gotta give them somewhere they can find it at the same time. So that's all I'm gonna touch up on that right there, man. This right here is a touchy subject right here. So we're gonna get into my conclusions on everything. So I'm just gonna wrap this one up. Hope this is a quick one right here. All right, number 1, artists, make sure your promotion game is so strong that no one can deny you. That means radio, DJ, whoever. If you out there promoting like you should be promoting, t-shirts, flyers, posters, CDs, whatever that you have in your arsenal for your budget for promotion, you need to be pushing it out there. If a DJ see you out here pushing it, and if you got CDs in the streets, 9 times out of 10, he gonna hear people playing your song. And 9 times out of 10, if you haven't sent it to him yet, he gonna get a copy from somebody else because he done heard so many people playing it. So that it behooves of you to have a strong promotional game going on in the street and in your city. Basically, just have it in your city, in the outskirts of your city, how far you can reach out with your promotion, man, and just get it out there. Okay? Number 2, artists, go out and support as many DJs as you can. Artists, for what I've been told from the DJs who I basically interviewed and talked to before I did this segment here, they were like, you know, if you just come out and support me, just come up and say hi. Let me know you in the building. You see what I'm saying? Build that relationship. Let me get your facial recognition of who you are. So, you know, every time I'm in the building DJing somewhere and you come up to me and like, yo, what's going on with you, man? Look, I'm just coming here, show you support, let you know I'm in the building supporting you. You see what I'm saying? That's a lot of them say that's all they really want. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to pay them to play your music or whatever. Only thing they want to know is you supporting them as well as you would want them support you. So I'm gonna just leave that right there. It's just plain straight to the point on that one right there. Next, we got artists, start building your fan base in your city. If you don't have fan support, why should a DJ support? That right there is so true. Artists, you're gonna have to get your fans up in your city. You're gonna have to get out there, like I said, pass them flyers out, introduce yourself to as many people as you can. Get them to really follow you, get them to like you, whatever you got to do. Give them those CDs, those t-shirts, whatever. Your promotion game, you got to build them up. Those are the people that's going to buy your records. Those are the people going to help you get on radio, in the clubs, put you on tour, anything like that. So if you're not building your fan base, or if you're scared to even talk to somebody when you hand them a flyer to introduce yourself or anything like that, you shouldn't even be in the music business. And that's just straight up. So you're gonna have to start building your fan base. You see what I'm saying? Having 3, 4 people on your team out your hood, that's not gonna count. You gotta have a fan base, a real big fan base. Okay? Now we're going number 4 on to the DJs. DJs, you must give a local artist's song a chance, just as an industry artist with a slow moving record. Okay, what I mean by this right here, DJs, when you play certain songs in the club by an industry artist, yeah, it might be an industry artist, but still it's a song that some of the people do not know. So when you play that record in the club, the people standing around looking just as puzzled as you would play a local artist song. So it's like, give that artist a chance the same way you would an industry artist. So if it's say Future, Jeezy, whoever, just putting out little names or whatever like that, you might play that song and play that song and play that song till people start jumping onto it. It's the same way you can do with a local artist. You see what I'm saying? It's no different. A song is a song, a hit is a hit. So it's like, if you gotta play it till people really start getting familiar with it, do that with your local artists, man. It doesn't hurt, not a bit. Okay, I'm gonna just touch up on that one. Number 5. DJs, to get a local artist song noticed, put it in rotation with industry artists with same vibe. What I mean by that, if you have a local artist song, it's a hot song or whatever, put it in rotation with songs alike from the industry artists or what's getting played on the radio. So if it's like a song, say like we'll go back to Rick Ross, BMF or something like that. If artists got that same type of vibe as far as the drum pattern, tempo and everything like that, and it got that good quality, man, play that song right behind that BMF or Waka Flocka or whoever it is. Once you got the crowd going and you put that song in, they ain't gonna know if it's a local artist or an industry artist. Reason being, because you got that rotation set and they're into that vibe at that time. That's something I've seen a lot of DJs do, man. What they'll do, you take a local artist record, instead of putting it in a rotation with the same vibe, you just play it just to play it, just to say that you play it. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's I feel that just wrong. You see what I'm saying? Give them a fair chance, man, at the same time. Just give them a fair chance. I'm not saying all DJs do it, but you got some DJs, you know what I'm saying, that do that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, I played your song. You see what I'm saying? No, man, you didn't play my song and gave it a fair chance by putting it in a rotation where people going to actually listen to it because you already got them in that vibe, okay? So I'm just going to leave that right there where that is right there. And lastly, DJs realize if you're really breaking records, labels will seek you out for doing so for your market. That's a big one right there. DJs, if you really breaking these local artists' records and say like you really broke a local artist or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And he gets popping, they get a little buzz going on or whatever like that in the city or that state. Those labels or any artists from out of state, industry, any artists or whoever, they're going to try to find out who is the hottest DJ in that area so they can take their music to or whatnot and get that record broke. Now you talking about you getting money. You see what I'm saying? Because you did your job as a DJ. You broke a record that nobody knew or nobody was familiar with, and you did your job and broke that record. Now you can be able to charge artists $800, $900 or whatever for a mixtape or whatever like that because you mastered the art of breaking a record. That's basically point blank and simple. So it's like, you know, if you artists, I mean, you got some DJs like, you know, man, look, I helped this artist out and they shitted on me or whatever like that. Yeah, I understand that too, but now that's going to be another segment I'm going to cover. Is going to be contracts. If you feel it's an artist that you know that can be broke, get a contract with them. Look, man, if I'm going to help break your record, we're going to have a contract. If I break your record, I need to get such and such amount of money off your shows or whatever it is. Whatever's tangible for that city. If you broke that record in that city or whatnot, let that artist know, look, man, I need to get broke off. I helped break this record. I need you to look out for me. And having in paperwork, ain't nothing wrong with paperwork. That's the #1 thing a lot of the indie artists and DJs are lacking paperwork. Everybody gotta have that paperwork. You see what I'm saying? So that's basically all I'm gonna touch up on this subject right here, man. I can go all day, but I'm just gonna touch up on the basics of what I feel or what I've talked to some artists and DJs, and these are the main things, you know what I'm saying, that everybody was basically complaining upon. So in all, man, find that relationship gap between artists and DJs, especially if you're a city that haven't got on yet. That's what's really hurting right there. We have to find that medium between artists and DJs in these small cities, small towns, in these states that don't have really nothing going on or anything like that. Y'all have to stick together, man, because if one artist make it, everybody basically makes it, because the label's going to start looking at more artists in that city or in that town, and DJs, if you out here really breaking records, they're going to do the same thing for you. You see what I'm saying? So one hand will wash another. One helping the other will help better the situation for everybody. So that's all I'm going to say about that. This is Mr. Chop, Platinum Bound Management. Again, God bless everybody. I hope everybody reaches the success that you're looking for. So let's just keep on working at this thing, and we're going to see everybody to the top who really serious about their music career. All right? Platinum Talk out.